Yeah, I see the title. Let's get to it.
You know, I'm not the smartest guy in the world.
Video,
in fact, far from it. Most days, I'd say I probably fall somewhere between competent and incoherent. But despite my painfully average intelligence, I am still smart enough to know at least one thing is for certain. I am not better at basketball than an NBA player. Any of them. Literally, nothing I can do with a basketball in my hands is up to par with a single player in the NBA. But this isn't breaking news. By now, we all know this.
Whoa, hold on, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. It's one or two of the big men that can't really dribble how I can dribble. You hear me? That's all I'm gonna say. They can't shoot how I can shoot it. That's all I'm gonna say. Hold on, I'm bugging out. I'm bugging out that. Cause I ain't gonna lie. A few of them big men can't do what I can do with the. They can't get shitty with the rock. How I get shitty with the rock. So I can't say that. I can't say that. I can do a look of 1-2 better than them. You know, but in terms of value to add to the team, it's like damn near nothing. I'm not going.
Except this guy. This is Anthony Miracola, and he claims to be the best shooter in the entire world. And it's a self-proclaimed title that he has earned by breaking several basketball shooting world records. Anthony's good, really good. But to find out the harrowing truth that he is not better than an NBA player, he got invited onto national television.
What? This guy, hold on. This guy thought he could outshoot an NBA player?
NBA player. The outcome of this shootout?
Wait, which NBA player?
Worse than you could imagine.
That's Kenny. I don't count. Look. We can outshoot Shaq. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what I'm saying. Niggas can outshoot Shaq. You feel me? You can out-dribble Shaq. Back in the day, had a little hand. Sorry.
Shooting.
Yeah.
Ever. Yes?
Yes.
Me too, though. Me too, did. I'm talking a lot. My fault.
Today's video is sponsored by DraftKings.
Get your buddy.
High roller in
Let's do this, though.
From Phoenix. Okay, Devin Booker, the young cat from Phoenix.
In 2018, Devin Booker set a three-point contest record with a score of 28 in the final round of the contest, taking home the trophy with his name forever etched into NBA history. A performance where he hit 80% of his shots, only missing 5 out of 25. Under this format, where the highest score possible is 34, Booker put on a three-point clinic that even shooters like Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson couldn't keep up with. And 4 years later, he still holds this incredible three-point shooting record.
Sheesh.
Until the greatest shooter alive, Anthony Miracola, broke it in 2022 with a score of 31. At last year's three-point open high-stakes contest in Pennsylvania.
Yo, I played at this gym, but nah, this don't count, bro. This shit don't fucking count. Like, bro, it's a whole different game. It's a whole different bowl game when you shooting in front of 50,000 people, my brother. Stands filled to the sky. You understand? Like, this don't count. You think Curry can't make 25 shots in a row? How many shots it was? Curry done made 100 shots in a row from 3. He can do it. It's a whole different ball game when you're facing someone. The pressure is on. You know what I'm saying? When that pressure hit, boy, let's see how good of a shooter you are then.
Anthony put on one of the most absurd displays of shooting you'll ever see, winning the contest and taking home a $100,000 cash prize. Look at this.
That's the pressure,
The man doesn't miss.
Anthony. That's the pressure, though. Oh, man. Honey bun. You know what I'm saying? That's the pressure.
$1,000 cash prize. Look at this. The man doesn't miss. Anthony did have an extra 10 seconds compared to the NBA contestants, and he was shooting from the college three-point line, which is 2 feet closer, and he had 9 warm-up shots before beginning this record-breaking round.
And no fans.
Of course, this performance didn't take place in an NBA three-point contest. But a record is a record, and as the world's best shooter, Anthony's got a lot of them. Over the last decade, Anthony has been slowly taking down nearly every basketball shooting record available.
Yo, bro, that gun. That shooting gun. That what he's shooting on right there. Y'all see that?
Anthony
see that right there? Hold on.
Slowly taking down
nearly good view of it.
Every
You know what I'm saying? You can't really see it. But my people who know what that is. That joint gets your jumper so correct. I'm telling you, you could put up 1,000 shots in probably like 2 hours on that joint. You know what I'm saying? 2 hours, 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? It's very quick, you know. It can be rapid fire all around the threes. You know, you can make it. You can go back to limited range. You go to Curry range with that joint. You know what I'm saying? You can work on your moves. You know what I'm saying? You can put a time on the joint. That joint right there. You know what I'm saying? For the coaches out there, great investment. Great investment. That's what took my game to the next level.
Basketball shooting record available, and possibly some that are not. Most three-pointers made in a minute, 31. Most three-pointers made in 3 minutes, 93. Most free throws made in 1 minute, 67. That's more than a free throw made per second. I mean, at a rate like that, you must have some crazy contraption helping you get the balls back or something. Most free throws made in 3 minutes, 201, beating the old record by a very modest 101. And he doesn't plan on stopping until every shooting record is his. His most recent world record on the books, most free throws made while standing on one leg. But with all of this fame and glory as the world's greatest shooter comes a lot of challengers. People who doubt your claims, want to take your spot as the top dog, refute your records and say, well, I mean, how many people have even attempted shooting free throws on one leg? But that's neither here nor there. And this hasn't stopped Anthony from taking down the competition and taking down records along the way. Until he showed up. Former NBA player and now NBA analyst, Kenny Smith. See, back in the 90s, Kenny Smith was one of the NBA's premier sharpshooters. And as one of the best among the best,
his jumper don't look like too clean or none. It's just the reps.
There is a massive void between him and some regular Joe when it comes to shooting a basketball. And throughout the years, Kenny has challenged other former NBA players to a three-point shootout to test their skills and win bragging rights on live national television. No warm-ups, no do-overs. He went toe-to-toe with, at the time, the greatest shooter of all time, Reggie Miller, and was one shot away from beating him. He challenged former NBA sharpshooter Danny Ainge to a three-point shootout and walked him like a dog while clearing the last rack and staring him down as the last ball went through the net. He challenged former flamethrower Michael Redd at the ripe age of 49 and beat him as well. Kenny even went as far as challenging Jason Terry, one of the greatest long-range shooters ever, to a three-point
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna say I'm
shootout
a
to
shooter
the
than Kenny
nickname
the
The Jet. Does anyone want to take a wild guess at who won?
You know, he probably got way more reps than me.
One simple but brilliant trick to heat your home in 90 seconds and save thousands of dollars on your heating bill.
You better come back over here. You better come back over here. You better come back over here. Oh, okay. You better come back over here. You better come back over here. I'm the Jet in here. What's my name? What's my name? What's my name? What's my name? What's my name?
he trying to get the little stance like it's gonna go in. Nah, brother, it's over.
What's my name?
Brother.
What's my name? What's my name?
This is not a man you want to mess with. Because no matter how
especially when you start, you know somebody feel it when they start talking their shit when they shooting. Still butter, same form. Talk to that boy.
Years go by. No matter how knocked those knees get. Once an NBA player, always an NBA player. And Anthony Miracola had to learn this the hard way.
Sheesh.
It's been a few years since Anthony Miracola began his record-breaking mission. He's already a world record holder and the greatest shooter on the planet. So the crew over at NBA on TNT with Shaq, Charles, Ernie, and Kenny invite him onto the show to do a segment talking about his success. The crew is excited to have him on and hear his story. But lurking 5 feet to his left is Kenny Smith, who has identified his next victim. As a fun little gimmick, the crew has 10-year-old phenom Landon Spicer go toe-to-toe with Shaquille O'Neal in a free throw competition. The kid is a machine. He knocks down his shots. And to absolutely no one's surprise, Shaq does not. The kid is eating it up. He loves it.
Amazingly enough, you've beaten
Shaq. Look, see, I'm saying I could be Shaq in the shooting contest, 10-year-old kid. You know what I'm saying? like 1-2 things you can do better than NBA players, but for the most part,
that's funny, Chuck.
But the real show is about to begin. Ernie proposes a shootout between the greatest shooter in the world versus 54-year-old Kenny the Real Jet Smith. Kenny couldn't say yes fast enough. He just watched this man set a world record and sink 31 three-pointers in a minute, and he's chomping at the bit to face him. Right from the jump, Anthony is getting put through the ringer, and he hasn't even taken a single shot. They ask him where he'd like to shoot from. He says the free throw line. They say they're not doing that.
You pick the spot. spot. He the guest.
This right here?
It don't matter. Big man. Oh, we don't. That's free throw.
Nah, yeah, we not doing free throw though. Come on, kid, we gotta shoot. Cause at that point, we gonna be just shooting here forever. We gonna be, you know what I'm saying, just. He's free, King. Come on, man. I used to be able to go with these too. Yeah. Get my little routine in. 3 dribbles, spin the rock. Knocker. 3 dribbles, spin the rock. Knocker. At least get at least 200 free throws. I ain't gonna lie.
Free from out NBA threes.
Oh, it's hard to argue though, man.
I'm chatting a whole lot.
Anthony's already feeling the pressure. The studio's court has a low roof line. It's gonna mess up his shot. He makes a small remark about this, but the crew ain't going for it.
It's tough because the art,
First
man.
one to what? Stop making excuses. Yeah, we don't want to.
I was shooting around. I almost hit the ceiling.
Wait, he's shooting the same jam you are.
Like a pack of hyenas, the crew is circling. Barkley's yelling at the poor guy. Shaq is right behind him, repeating everything Charles is saying. A 7-foot echoing monolith, just menacingly standing there. And it's at this moment, Anthony begins to realize what he's gotten himself into. But being the gracious host that he is, Kenny allows Anthony to go first.
Yeah, first of 3.
You going?
No,
That's not no grace.
Just shoot.
Because if I make the first one, I won't put too much pressure on.
Okay.
All right, there you go. All right, there it is. See?
That's off by
If I make that first one.
It's a miss. We are 1 attempt into this competition, and Charles Barkley has already seen enough. Anthony asks for the ball, and Charles just stares at him. Have you ever
he was about to give it to me, he said.
seen someone so unamused? Meanwhile, Kenny Smith is taking off his jacket to prepare to lay that NBA caliber beatdown.
I'm going to take it off, Shaq. Both of us ain't going to lose today. Actually, it's the shirt. It's the shirt that's tight. It's the shirt that's tight, Ernie. You know what I'm saying, Ernie? You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is the shirt that's tight, Ernie. It's the shirt that's tight. But it's the form that's never tight. The form ain't never tight, Ernie. Turn right now.
In dress shoes and slacks, Kenny went into the shootout completely cold. But he's
hit the same spot twice, man. You gotta.
Is 0 for 2.
Now, as a shooter, you gotta know. It never hit the same spot twice if it's a miss. You know. That means you ain't make any changes, the technical changes that you needed to make in the next jumper. You wasn't, come on, bro.
This moment to remind everyone out there about a quote a wise man once said, I am closer to LeBron than you are to me. Famous words uttered by none other than Brian Scalabrine. For 11 seasons, Brian spent his time in the NBA as the league's resident scrub, averaged 3 points a game, didn't see the court on many nights. In fact, in 2012, while LeBron was in his prime and nearly led the league in scoring, Brian was putting up a whopping 1 point per game. About as far away from LeBron as a player in the NBA is going to get. And yet, despite this, Brian was acutely aware of the fact that even with this massive void, as an NBA player, he was still worlds closer to LeBron than we are to him. One of the worst, but still an NBA player. At the time of this shootout, Kenny Smith had been retired for over 2 decades. He spent his days in a chair talking about the game, not playing it.
I remember he reacted to a video Brian Scalabrine used to host a challenge. A 1v1 challenge for the fans that thought they could beat him. You know how that went. Whooping their asses.
Still, a former NBA player. And the gap between him and Anthony was insurmountable.
All right, there it is. See?
That's off by
I'll make that first one.
His feet, the way he's like, his feet is... I just don't like how he steps into that shot.
Anthony was insurmountable.
His feet just looks off. Like, look, it's too far in front. Maybe that's why he missed. I'm saying, but that's probably how his form is. I don't know, bro.
I'm going to take it off, Shaq. Both of us ain't going to lose today. Actually, it's the shirt. It's the shirt that's tight. It's the shirt that's tight, Ernie. You know what I'm saying, Ernie?
He said
you know what I'm saying? Oh, this is the shirt that's tight, Ernie.
And you twisted with it a
shirt
little
that's
bit.
Tight. But it's the form that's never tight. The form ain't never tight, Ernie. Turn right now.
There you go, he fake. Look, the one he didn't really twist with, look.
The form ain't never tight, Ernie.
Look, he didn't twist with that one and it's right on the, it's on the mark. Just the back of the rim.
Turn right now.
I'm a jump shooter. I'm a jump shooter.
What was supposed to be Anthony's time to show everyone what the best shooter in the world can do turned into 90 seconds of badgering, yelling, excuses, and 2 missed shots. The poor guy didn't even get a third one. Kenny went 3 for 3.
It was 3.
And it was over. Where's
Wasn't
the
it? Oh wait, I'm bugging. Yo, I thought he missed the same shot twice. I played the video back. I'm bugging.
Assembly required shooting contraption when you need it. His moment came, and it went. The crew does their best to make Anthony feel better, but the damage is already done. This man holds 7 basketball shooting world records. In terms of us average Joes, he can shoot the rock better than just about anyone. He's hit 31 three-pointers in a single minute. He's made over 200 free throws in 3 minutes. But on this day, Anthony finally learned the haunting truth that we all have to come to terms with eventually. He is still not better than an NBA player, even when they're 54, decades into retirement, and wearing a suit.
You know, because especially you coming into their house, the bright lights is on, you know what I'm saying? They played at the highest level, you understand? So it's the amount of pressure that you're feeling, they not feeling that. They went through the most amount of pressure you can go through as an NBA player. Especially Kevin the Jet Smith, wasn't he part of the championship team? You know? So it's like, yeah. He done seen it all. He done been there when the pressure was really on. So this is nothing. You see he's laughing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is nothing for bro. This is a huge moment. How heart probably pounding, you know, shit, all types of shit. So give him a little leeway on that part. But y'all know what to do. If y'all enjoy, click on the last joint. Turn on post notifications. Like the video, comment, subscribe. I'm out of here, man. Oh, sorry, I didn't do that.